Hey guys, real quick, a little bit more information on the club reading Systematic Theology by Robert Letham. Robert Letham is a professor at Westminster Theological Seminary, and this is the title page of the book. So it's Systematic Theology, copyright 2019, Robert Letham by Crossway. The pictures that I had are of the book looking kind of like that, because I hate book covers. So I think the original book cover was white. So don't be confused if you see mine is black and the one on the picture where you're ordering from will probably be white because it has a book cover on it. Anyway, it's a pretty long book, pretty detailed. If we read 40 pages per week, it would take us almost a year to work through it. And I think that will be our plan, is to read roughly 40 pages a week and then have an hour-long video call every week. We'll determine what night that's going to be on. It'll probably be from 8 to 9 o'clock on a weeknight, but I'll poll everybody and see which is the best night for people to do that on. There's grace in this. This is not a course where you're being graded, so I know some of you are a little afraid that perhaps you won't be able to read 40 extra pages in a week. If you can get close to that, I think you're good. There's a lot of grace here. I think there's a lot to learn, even if you just do a portion of it. If you do, 6, 12, or 18 weeks and it's just too much, then I'm not going to condemn you for backing out. I'm not asking you to sign a covenant or anything like that. Sure, I think you should be pretty committed and willing to read some pages, but this is a no judgment zone. I'd love for you to participate and get as much out of it as you possibly can. So it's a great systematic theology. It's more concise than many, and it covers such a broad range of topics. I've read so many systematic theologies, and this one, it has a unique brevity to it, but yet there's a depth in terms of what he's presenting and the knowledge that he presents. So he's as concise as he possibly could be, and yet communicates a great deal. So I think this is a great book and a great study. So systematic theologies traditionally take a topic like inspiration of Scripture and teach why we believe in the inspiration of Scripture. And usually it'll go throughout the entire Bible and give examples of why we believe this. It'll talk about the doctrine of God. Who is God? What is he like? And why do we believe this? And it'll go throughout the whole Bible and even go through some church history and that sort of thing to explain the different reasons for why we believe what we believe about God. So it's a great book. Robert Letham comes highly recommended by people that I respect a great deal, like Sinclair Ferguson, whom I respect a great deal. He recommends this book. And then Joel Beakey also. Both of those men I highly respect. And not only that, I've been reading the book myself. It's not perfect. No book is, other than the Bible. But it's good. So I think there's a lot of good here to glean and from, and we'll enjoy reading it together and discussing it a bit as well. We may find out that an hour is not long enough for us to discuss the things that are in there. And so if by popular vote, people are saying, boy, I wish we had more time to talk about all this, I'm not opposed to us having like a special meeting on the weekend, like on a Saturday morning or something like that, and discussing further. I think we're going to find that an hour is quite a pinch to talk about 40 pages, but we'll see. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible and as accessible as possible by doing the meeting in the evening and doing it using modern technology instead of us having to get together physically and people having to drive. This also affords the possibility of some old friends from different places to plug in that don't live right here in Pace or Milton or Pensacola or Chemukla or wherever you are. So that makes it appealing as well, doing the video meeting on Google Meet. So I do plan for us to use Google Meet. So if you don't have a Gmail address, email account, it would be good for you to get one. That way I can give out invites, and you just can click on a link. It'll be easy for you to assess. So if you don't have a Gmail account, work on that and order the book. If you have questions that I haven't addressed, feel free to call me or to text me and holler at me. But I'm looking forward to having a great group. Already we have 3 or 4 people that are plugging in and saying they're going to do it. A couple more are perhaps interested. Let's dive in, and I look forward to us reading together and discussing. Blessings.